Hello everyone, how are you doing today on this Friday? This is Katie M. Reed from katiemreed.com and welcome to this edition of We Write. So glad that you are here. Today we are talking about what does success look like to you? Let me turn around here. Hey hubby! So look, my shirt matches my little decorations. Kind of look like a bird today. But anyway, what I want to talk about is what does success look like to you? I remember my husband asking me one time, he said, so, when do you feel like you've arrived, as a writer? And I gave him an answer. I said, if this person, this, well-known speaker, writer, if she gave me a nod or gave me acknowledgement and said, or asked me to join her team, I feel like I would have arrived. And he said, okay, so that's your measure of success. And I was like, yeah. And I got to thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? This person might never validate my writing. And so am I not successful unless this person looks my way, type of thing. And I had a situation happen, just the other day. My friend and I were talking, and she had applied to do something and wasn't sure it was going to work out. And part of her hesitation was she was afraid that, she was too Jesus for this opportunity, and she didn't want to be different than who she was. And so it was the Lord, but he just gave me these words for her. And I just said, if this person reading your stuff is introduced to Jesus, even if they tell you no, isn't that success? Whereas if I get this opportunity and I just get, some more numbers and that kind of thing, it's like, is that really success, in the world's eyes? And so I know for me, sometimes I just have it all backwards. So a situation happened recently where one of my friends and I both got an opportunity, but then I haven't heard back yet from this opportunity, and she had. And they'd already given me a yes, but I just haven't gotten the communication yet. And so to me, it didn't feel like success, but my friend and I were talking about it and kind of just working through our feelings. And we both were saying, we need to be mindful because the enemy's going to try to use this to get us to not be a good team. And so I was just thinking, after I just woke up from my nap, I took a nap, hubby. Aren't you excited? I feel better. But what my friend and what I was realizing is success isn't necessarily me getting an email from these people, with the information I need to proceed. The success is that my friend and my relationship is still intact. Our friendship is still intact. And that we realized that the enemy was trying to work his way in there, and we stood up against that, right? And so sometimes I think we can have our measure of success all backwards. We can feel like we're only a success if we get a book deal. We're only a success if we have 5,000 email subscribers. We're only a success if X, Y, and Z happens, if this person gives me a nod. But you know what? And I'm really preaching to myself here. It's like, but success for each of us can look so different. Maybe success is being kind to my family and going to bed on time and doing well at my work, doing those things. Maybe it's not running myself ragged and pushing down all these doors of opportunity and people are like, wow, look at all those things that are happening for her. I think sometimes we think success looks different than it really does in God's kingdom. So I wanted to challenge you with that today on this edition of We Write, is to really evaluate, what does success really look like? Is it really recognition from the world, or is it, we read a verse today about, are we trying to please man or please God? And if you're a believer, then our success should be measured by, are we listening to the Lord and following his Spirit? Because people can have all different definitions of success, but I want to have the kind of success that is lasting, that's eternal, not just a temporal, rah, yay, I'm excited. Although those things are wonderful. I love those kind of things too. But I want to hear that well done, good and faithful servant at the end of time. So I hope that encourages you today. Thanks for tuning in for this edition of We Write. I'm Katie M. Reed from katiemreed.com, and I'll be back here Monday at 1:30 Eastern Time for the Monday message. Talk to you later.